Win NFL MVPs, win Super Bowls,
and get enshrined in Canada.
In 2014, the Pac-12 became the first conference ever to see 8 quarterbacks throw for 3,000 yards.
What a play! Touchdown! The record the Pac-12 repeated last week.
Now 6 of those prolific passes returned.
They will be joined by a new generation composed of the nation's most sought-after talent.
Continues his campaign for the Heisman.
The Pac-12's class of 2023 is ready to craft its own legend.
Here we go. Game on the line.
The Pac-12 conference is a conference of quarterbacks.
Pac-12 Kickoff Week is presented by Taco Bell. And the latest addition to this legendary list of quarterbacks, Caleb Williams. He's back with a Heisman Trophy, but in desperate search of what he wants most, a championship. It is USC against San Jose State to begin our season. And a very warm welcome. I'm Ted Robinson. This is our first Saturday of the football season. And, well, we could have never imagined that we would bring you a season set against the backdrop of something so unprecedented and inexplicable. And as we begin our 12th season with this network, the greatest joy has been the ability to connect with the fans across our footprint, even from places afar, all of whom share the same trait. You love your schools. And for the last year, your voices have spoken up and they've been heard. And it's one overriding theme: less talk and more play. And so our vow, beginning today, is that every Saturday through Thanksgiving, right here, we will bring you the competitions, the games, those who play, their stories, their achievements, and their successes. The games and only the games. And honestly, never have we felt like the games have been needed more. And it's an honor to share this journey with our fabulous production crew and with you, my friend, Yogi. And how about that setup? An incredible array of the history of this conference and setting the stage for Caleb Williams to come back. And it's interesting, he's not talking about Archie Griffin. He's talking about championship.
Yes, he is. I've always felt this. We've talked about it many times over the years. When you sign at USC as a quarterback, you become a household name. When you start, you become a Heisman candidate. Well, he won the Heisman last year. And coming back this year, his focus is absolutely laser dialed. He wants to win a championship. And in my eyes, Ted, 23 years doing this, he's the best quarterback my eyes have ever seen. And we get to watch him galvanize the team, because that's what the focus has been for him all off season, all training camp. It's not about him. It's not about his awards. It's about this team. It's going to get a chance to do something really special this year for USC.
Well, look, every eyeball, everybody that cares about college football is going to watch the USC defense starting in about 5 or 10 minutes here. There are some new faces that they expect will help this be an improvement.
Yeah, last year, inconsistent at best. Against the best teams, they really struggled. But they went to the transfer portal. 9 new players on the defensive side. 7 we'll see today. And it starts with Anthony Lucas, the transfer from A&M, because he plays the rush end position. He needs to create havoc. Another guy in the front 7 was an all Big 12 linebacker, Mason Cobb, almost 100 tackles a year ago. Oh, by the way, a captain. And right next to him, for the first time in his life, he plays college football. Yeah, a freshman, Tackett Curtis, an inside backer. He's a see-ball, get-ball type of guy. This front 7 for USC looks dramatically different.
Well, the secondary is going to have some familiar faces. C.A. Wright, who has already made his mark as an actor, is now hoping to step forward as a leader in what the Trojans believe will be a more aggressive secondary. Yeah, KB. All right, cool. Be great. Go. But I'm gonna still ball out today regardless of those incentives.
2022 Heisman Trophy winner.
And one.
Caleb Williams has meant everything to college football. Throws the fade.
show tonight.
Now be a part of this fraternity. It's everything I dreamed of.
He put on the best show in college football last year. Just a small sampling of the astonishing numbers for Caleb Williams. But tonight, San Jose State brings in an established, experienced quarterback of their own in Chemin Cordero.
Yeah, tonight will be his 49th game played as a quarterback in college football. He is not nervous for this stage. Last year in their opener, he went down to Auburn, had a lead at halftime. He's a true dual threat quarterback and expects to play well tonight.
Yeah, they will go against a USC team that will blend some new faces in with established stars, all in pursuit of what they hope will be a championship year. Pac-12 Kickoff Week is presented by Taco Bell and brought to you by Old Trapper. What's your beef? And by Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. Well, an early start to the football season. It's still August. It feels like summer. What are we doing? But it's beautiful. It's 82 degrees just past 5 o'clock here. It's gorgeous, gorgeous late afternoon. And the Coliseum ready. They are ready for what they anticipate, probably the most anticipated USC football season in quite a while.
Yeah, since Coach Carroll was here, there is juice all over LA and all throughout this stadium.
All right, San Jose State won the toss and chose to take the ball first. Eddie Jablitsky, new Trojan, with the kickoff, fair catch immediately taken by Isaac Jernigan of San Jose State. And so, it's, and we were speaking with Lincoln Riley, we did a couple of times this week, and you do often, it's a little more comfortable, isn't it, for him?
Yeah, a lot different than when we called the opener a year ago. And he said, look, this game is not going to be that comfortable either. He knows